sitting there waiting on somebody. Yeah. Okay, look at Philippians 1:18. This is the time of the year to shine for them things.
I lost Philippians.
After Ephesians.
Huh?
After Ephesians.
Philippians
Galatians.
1:18.
After Galatians.
There's your phone again.
Here we have praise and worship.
Go ahead and answer it, Arlen. Maybe it's windy.
Later. You know who? Maybe do you want to call?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me contact you. I can call that.
Philippians 1:18.
You too, I urge you, rejoice in the same way and share your joy with me. In other words, be joyful. Share it with other people. Like he said, share it with me. We should share what we got. This woman next door to me, she's always happy. I don't care when you go out there, she's always out there saying good morning or how you doing or whatever. She's always happy. So, you know, she's just a sweet person. And I really appreciate that with her. You know. Because one day I was not feeling good and she found out about it and boy, she come over here knocking on my door. Anything I can do, Bonnie, anything I can do? Well, you know, you appreciate that. Now, Joshua. Let me see where Joshua is.
Look at the
Do you have what's called number?
Huh?
Do you have her number? The one that's there.
Jan, yeah.
Do you have her telephone number? You know, we got to be a group here, you know. I really miss everybody that's missing.
I do miss them. I can't even think today because I miss them. And, you know, it was fun when we was all together, and I don't want nobody.
Joshua, what?
Where am I at? Joshua 1-8.
1 through 8.
Yeah, as soon as I find Joshua. Where's it at, Bona?
Before Judges.
Before Judges and after Deuteronomy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Before Deuteronomy.
After Deuteronomy.
It's after Deuteronomy, yeah. Yeah. You get it straight?
What's wrong? She don't want her picture taken.
Joshua fought the battle of Jericho.
Sing it.
I got Joshua finally.
The battle of Jericho. And
Okay, Joshua 1-8. Now this is about, I don't know why I got meditate here, but we'll see. Now it came about after the death of Moses that the servant of the Lord bespoke to Joshua the son of Nun, Moses, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, cross the Jordan, and you and all his people to what I am giving to them, to the sons of Israel. Every place on which the soles of your feet tread, I have given it to you, just as I spoke to Moses. In other words, I want you to read this because Joshua got upset. He was scared. He didn't think he could do this. That was more than he could handle. So what did God tell him? Arise. Come on, Joshua. Get yourself going here. I'll give you, somewhere down here he says, I'll give you everything you need. I'm with you. And one of these I read.
Verse 5.
I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong, courageous, for you should give these people possession of the land which I swore their fathers to give them. Even though you're scared, Joshua, I mean, that's a big thing. You know how many people Moses was leading? A lot of people. Joshua was scared. I don't blame him. I think I'd have been scared too. But God says, arise, Joshua, come on. I'm with you. I ain't going to forsake you. And then he's telling us the same thing. Be courageous. Get up and do what you got to do. Just like Joyce Meyer said, do it scared. If you're scared, do it anyway. Because if God tells you to do it, you don't have to be worried about it. God's going to take care of it. Okay, look at Isaiah. '59. Well, remember the starting of the lesson, God can do all things. That's why I said Joshua had to be told, get up and arise, because God can do all things. Okay, let's see. Isaiah. Oh, is that Isaiah? Where am I at? Yeah, I guess it is. 59:1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not short. This is the second time we read that now. That it cannot save, nor is ear so dull that he can't hear. But your iniquities have made a separation between you and your God, and your sins have hidden his face from you, so that he does not hear. Whew. I'm thinking about, being a doer of the word. You suppose when he gets upset with us and we're not doing what he tells us to do, maybe his ears get dull? You don't hear it? Yeah. And look at 61. This is Isaiah 61. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. For behold, darkness will cover the earth, and deep darkness the peoples. But the Lord will rise upon you, and his glory will appear upon you. In other words, I don't care what comes. The earth could be dark, and everything dark, but he's still going to rise, and he's going to shine. That's what he's saying here. My glory will still come through. Nations will come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your rising. Lift up your eyes around about and see. They all gather together, and they come to me. Oh, never let anybody tell you God don't love you, because he does. Anytime you get down in the dumps and you don't know what to do and don't know which direction to go, just look up and say, God, thank you for loving me. And I can tell you one thing. They always say, praise brings victory, and it does. Many a times I've praised God when I didn't know what else to do. Especially when I'm laying in my bed at night and I can't sleep. And I'm aggravated because I want to sleep. And I just lay there and I start praising the Lord. And I praise him and I thank him and I tell him everything. And I'm talking, and next thing you know, I went to sleep. I don't know. And isn't that good? He'll do that. Yeah. And I was going to, if you want to, we can talk a little bit about Gideon. I know you've just heard the story of Gideon. But we can turn to, I don't know why I got Gideon, but I don't know what part of the Bible it is. I got 6:13, but I don't have the thing. Gideon was going to war. I just read it the other day to Donnie. I thought it was so interesting. And he had all these men I forget how many of them was coming against him, a lot of them in the war. And he wanted Gideon to have faithful people, not people that just would do anything. He wanted faithful people. And he said, when they get down to drink water, and they get on their knees, and they lap with their tongue, it's okay, keep them. But if they get down to drink water and they're looking up like this, get rid of them. And that's how he separated them. And Gideon ended up with 300 people. And he won that battle. And he didn't even have to shoot a shot.
Judges.
And they all made a bunch of noise and scared them away. I love it. I love the story of Gideon. I read it a lot. Every once in a while I'll just read it because I like Gideon.
Judges what?
6.
I got Judges 6:13.
What is it?